Hello. Today I will be talking about computing and interpreting confidence intervals for a proportion or mean. Here's the equation for computing and interpreting confidence intervals for a proportion or mean. You have p hat plus or minus z star divided by 2 times the square root of 1 over n. But this can easily be simplified to this equation by taking the square root of 1 and the square root of 1 and then multiplying z star times 1, which makes z star over 2 square root. You might be asking, what is p star? P hat. P hat. Well, that's a very good question. P hat is the sample proportion in the form of a decimal. So, if your sample proportion was 62%, p hat would be 0.62. If your if your sample proportion was 93%, your p hat will be 0.93. You might be asking, now, what is z star? Well, z star is kind of hard to explain, so I made a chart. This is z star. Z star all depends on what your confidence is for the confidence interval. If you have a 70% confidence, 1.04. If you have a 99% confidence, your z star will be 2.58. A really easy one of these, can you guess which one it is? Anyone? 95%, because of the z star that is 2. 2 over 2 will cancel out and simply make 1 over the square root of n. You might also be asking what this last variable is, n. N is the sample size. So however many people or sets of data you have for the sample, that's what n is. Let's do an example. Before I make this video, I rolled a dice 20 times, and it landed on an even number 12 times. Then, our sample proportion is 60%, making our p hat 0.6. We are trying to find a 95 confidence interval, so our z star is 2, and the number of times we rolled is n. Here's the equation. 0.6 plus or minus 2 divided by 2 times the square root of 20. As I mentioned before, 2's cancel out. You get 1 up here, and here is your confidence. And by finding this, you will find that 95% of the samples will produce intervals which contain the parameter.